The Super Smash Bros. Series is one of gaming's most celebrated franchises. It's a series that celebrates Nintendo and gaming as a whole by paying respects to many franchises, both huge and small, from Nintendo and not from Nintendo. The series started very modestly on the Nintendo 64 as a game Sakurai worked on in his free time, to being a huge AAA killer app game for any system it's on, from Melee being the highest selling GameCube game, to Brawl shifting 13 million units, to Super Smash Bros. For 3DS doing really well for itself, and Super Smash Bros. For Wii U doing, okay. I mean, for a Wii U game, it didn't save the Wii U, but hey, points for trying. When the Nintendo Switch was announced in late 2016, it was always a question of when a new Super Smash Bros. Game was going to be released, not a question of if. And the other question after that was there going to be a port of Smash 4 for Wii U or a new game entirely? Well, our Lord and Savior Sakurai surprised us earlier this year with an announcement trailer for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It was revealed to be a brand new game with a ton of new content and characters, and well, it's here at last. I've been playing it non-stop, and well, let's talk about it. I mean, I might as well. I mean, I already know a lot of you out there are playing it, and well, I'm going to play it right now. So yeah, let's get this review started, alright? Super Smash Bros. Is what you would want in a crossover game. There are a ton of characters to choose from Nintendo's biggest and best like Super Mario and Link, to newcomers like the Squid Kids, to third parties like Snake and Cloud. I guess you could say Nintendo is doing a better Sony All-Stars than Sony ever did. Hey, I'm just saying, Sony All-Stars, whatever that game was called, that game was trash. Each character is crafted with a lot of love and attention to detail. And some would say Nintendo is treating other franchises better than their real owners. Ahem, Konami, Metal Gear Survive, ahem. It's like a kid who keeps going over to their friend's house because their friend has a warm bed and their parents communicate to them through words instead of hitting. I like how each of Mega Man's attacks are from a different robot master, and I like how Simon jumps like he's dropping a deuce. With over 70 characters in the base roster, there's bound to be someone for everybody. And then there's someone out there who's excited at being a solo Wii Fit trainer main. I got the Fighter's Pass, so meaning I will have an extra 6 characters to play as when those characters get out. They already confirmed Piranha Plant and Joker from Persona 5 as DLC, so I'm very excited to see who else is being put in as DLC. But for this video, you're going to be seeing me play a lot of Pit, Lucas, and Simon, so there's your warning. Even Smash haters or Nintendo haters gotta admit, this game looks gorgeous. Nintendo puts art style and colors in front of pure graphical prowess, and that's why this game looks so damn good. The new stages like the Splatoon stage look great, and I love New Donk City. Really, I just like saying that. New Donk City. Though there aren't too many new stages, the rest of the stages are a scene of greatest hits from Nintendo's previous works. I love the remix stages from Melee. These stages from Melee look fantastic. Jungle Japes in particular might be my favorite stage in terms of visual design. It makes you wish someone would start remaking some GameCube titles for the Switch. And if we're doing that, first off, start with F-Zero GX. Then go for Baten Kaitos and Beautiful Joe. And for those purists out there, the Nintendo 64 stages retain some of their retro flair. Never forget your roots, kiddos. Though some stage design do suck. Mario Bros. Might be my least favorite stage in all of Smash. It's so claustrophobic, and there's so much stuff going on, it's hard to have an actual fun match here. Other stages like New Pork City, which is just way too big for its own good, same with 75M, aren't much better. Though, at least this time around, you can turn off stage hazards, and if that isn't enough, each stage has a uniform battlefield and final destination form available to use too. Though it's a bit pointless as everyone starts on Smashville in tournaments, but I digress. Better than hearing Gourmet Race for the millionth freaking time. For the gameplay, it's what you would expect from Smash. It's fast, it's chaotic, and in my opinion, it's the best playing Smash to date. It kicks up the pace a bit and is much faster than Smash 4 or Brawl, but not as fast as Super Smash Bros. Melee. Shields aren't as powerful as they were in 4, so now you can, wait for it, actually pressure shields. It's genius. Players can't just spam dodges and rolls as they now decrease in invincibility after constant use. See, it's the subtle changes like that that make Ultimate so much better. The competitive player will love the small changes to dodges and ledge mechanics, while the casual player won't know any better. I know some people are upset that some of the more advanced techniques from Brawl, Smash 4, or Melee are gone, but those people are washed up anyways. As for character balance, it's hard to say right now. I find that Ridley is kind of mediocre with his big frame and lack of combo potential. Ditto for Incineroar. Marth, Pit, and Lucas and Mario all seem fairly balanced in their own right, and the Squid Kids are fast and have serious potential. Same with Isabelle. Simon and Richter are good, but I think they will struggle against faster characters, and Snake is just as annoying to fight in Ultimate as he was in Brawl. Joy. As always with any competitive game, things do change over time, but just keep them pit buffs coming, am I right? I think what makes Smash Bros. So much more attractive than other fighting games like, say, Street Fighter, Tekken, or Virtua Fighter is that it's very accessible. You don't have to worry about complex inputs, you just have to worry about pressing buttons. It's a game that anybody of any skill level can get into. Add to that the fun Nintendo characters, some third parties like from Sega and from Capcom, and all the fun items and stages to play on. You have a recipe for a good time no matter what your skill level is. And another thing that Smash is really good at, better than its peers in other fighting games, is single-player content. And well, no time like the present, let's talk about the single-player content in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The main draw of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the World of Light, where everybody but Kirby dies. Avengers Infinity Wars, spoiler alert. You go through a really large map collecting spirits and finding many familiar faces, trying to free gaming's greats. The map is huge and there are a ton of spirits to free. Considering that there are over 70 characters in the base roster, Kirby has got his work cut out for him. Nintendo got really creative with the spirit battles. Each character is supposed to represent their spirit. For example, you might be fighting Big the Cat being represented by a purple Incineroar, or fighting Metal Sonic being represented by, well, Sonic. There was one battle where you fight a bunch of Metal Mega Man and have Dr. Mario representing Dr. Wily. There are multiple difficulty levels for the spirit battles, and the legendary battles can be absolutely brutal. The 8-volt one where you fight a villager and an Incineroar with a wild gunman assist shooting you was one of the biggest pains of asses I had in any game in forever. The one where you fight Zero Suit Samus challenging the boss from Metal Gear Solid 3 in stamina mode was also very brutal. And the Pauline fight is anguish in gaming form. A lot of those you will need to resort to cheese tactics like camping or gimping to even stand a chance. Thankfully though, you can equip spirits for battle and help ease the situation for yourself. And a lot of times, you will need spirits to even stand a chance to take out some of these bad guys. Gameplay pro tip. For spirits, don't bother leveling up anything without 3 passive slots. Trust me, you will need passive slots. Stick with the big guns. And my god, the AI in Ultimate has taken some lessons in badassery. In Melee, the AIs were jokes, and Brawl, they got a little better. Same with Smash 4. And now in Ultimate, the AIs are actually competent, doing things that actual top-level players would do, like chase you off stage, or get you in combos, or read your inputs. Some would say this is a bad thing. It really depends on the player. Personally, I like the challenge, but I could see less skilled players having a difficult time. And again, with so many characters that need to be defeated to be unlocked, you will have your work cut out for you. I haven't cleared World of Light quite yet, but I am seeing reports of people taking at least 20 hours to beat it. Funnily enough, it takes that long for one match of Street Fighter V to load. Beyond World of Light, Classic Mode is a lot of fun, being a more straightforward gauntlet of challenges. Each character has their unique path to the finish, and it remains fun even with so many characters to fight and have to clear the mode with. Some other minigames are back, like the Multi-Man Melee, but I haven't really explored too much of the game besides World of Light, because I've been having a lot of fun with World of Light. A criticism that many people have against Nintendo is that they don't know how to do online, and well, that definitely rings true for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I'm sorry to say. The online, it isn't very good. Hell, a discussion about how poor the online modes were got gilded on Reddit. That's how bad the netcode is. Trying to get your custom settings in a quick match is darn near impossible. All I want for Christmas is to jump into a 1v1 match with no gimmicks, but I keep getting thrown into 4-way matches that aren't fun. Lobbies are marginally better, as you can at least force 1v1 and not risk any other rules, but they messed it up by only having one match playable at a time for 6-player lobbies. The netcode itself can be very dodgy. At launch, matches were borderline unplayable, being so laggy. But after launch, matches did get a lot better. But even still, I found my matches on Smash for Wii U a lot more playable than the ones in Ultimate, if only a little bit. And I was playing Smash for Wii U on wireless. I'm playing these on a Switch with a wired connection, so something's up here. If Nintendo wants to improve Smash's online modes, the only thing they really need to do is make it so that you can jump into 1v1 quick match a lot easier, and then we'll be good. And do have some patches for the netcode for latency issues and consistency issues. Just do it, Nintendo. I know you can do it. Fix your online stuff. Whenever the challenger approaches alarm appears, my butthole clenches because I know I'm in for a workout. Speaking of working out, there's a custom playlist option for Smash. Is this why there are so few Nintendo tunes on Spotify? Nintendo wants you to bring your Switch to the gym? Alright guys, it's time to do some cardio today, but first let me get my Switch playlist ready to go. Okay, time to go! Oh wow, Tokyo Mirage Sessions got a spirit. I thought Nintendo totally forgot about that game, but I didn't. Nintendo, port that shit to Switch, please. Same with Xenoblade Chronicles X and the wonderful 101. And hey man, Owendon, Elite Beat Agents, Fatal Frame, Shantae? Wow, Nintendo, you really showed your stuff here. And I think that's one of the reasons why I love Smash so much. It's a series that, if you're experienced with games or Nintendo's history, you'll find something that'll be like, wow, I remember that game, or wow, I heard about that game, maybe I should go back and check it out. It pays tribute to series both big and small. Some series do get, more love than others. I'm looking at you, Fire Emblem. It's still nice that Nintendo hasn't forgotten about their back catalog. It's a game that plays in the nostalgic crowd as much as it does to the newcomers who are just walking into the arena. It's a game that celebrates Nintendo, Nintendo fans, and gaming as a whole. It dates itself as a moment in Nintendo's history, but at the same time, it's timeless. And that's Super Smash Bros. It's the ultimate embodiment of what we love about gaming. And now that brings us to the end of the review. So what am I going to give Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Well, it comes this close, like literally, it comes this close to being a 10 out of 10, but unfortunately, due to how poor the netcode is and how poor the online modes are, I just can't give it a 10 out of 10 in my own opinion. So I'm going to give it a very, 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 very high 9 out of 10. If you own a Switch, you're probably going to buy this game at some point. If not right now, then in the future. And with so many characters coming down the pipeline, like the Piranha Plant and Joker, who I totally saw coming, by the way. None of you guys saw him, but I did, because we're brothers, me and Joker. We're one and the same. We're gonna have a lot more content coming out in the future, and I really hope they really bring you with some really awesome DLC characters. No one whack, no Bandana Waddle Dee, no Banjo. Well, actually, I would be down with Banjo Kazooie. Definitely no Bandana D or no like Mach Rider or anyone like that. Unless I'm wrong, in which case, well, I'm just gonna have to hold that like I'm holding my Switch. Anyway, guys, that's the last review of 2018. It's been a long year. We played some good games. We played some not so good games, but it's a fun year. Anyway, we're at the finish line now, so tune in next week for List Week. We're gonna be talking about some great music that came out this year, and some good and some not so good games. So yeah, see you next week, everybody. Later. Back to Smash.